Time now for sports news with Kayode Alayode.
Welcome to Sports News. Host Al Ahly and Wydad Casablanca had to settle for a 1-1 draw in the CAF Champions League final first leg clash at the Burj Al Arab Stadium in Egypt. Al Ahly got off to the best possible start as the hosts broke the deadlock just 3 minutes into the match with Mohamed Zakaria's goal. However, Wydad Casablanca grabbed an important away goal in the 16th minute with Akraf Benkakis' header ahead of the second leg match, which will take place in Casablanca next Saturday. To the English Premier League now, Anthony Martial came off the bench to score a late winner as Manchester United beat Tottenham Hotspur 1-0 in the day's lunchtime kickoff. Martial earned all 3 points for Jose Mourinho's side after latching on to Romelu Lukaku's flick-on and firing past Hugo Lloris on 81 minutes. Elsewhere, Manchester City edged West Brom 3-2 to extend the lead back to 5 points. Arsenal came from behind to beat Swansea 2-1. Liverpool thrashed Huddersfield 3-1. West Ham and Crystal Palace battled to a 2-2 draw, while Stoke City beat Watford 1-0. In tennis, Venus Williams rallied from the disappointment of losing a tight first set to blast her way past Caroline Garcia 6-7, 6-2 and 6-3 to set up a WTA Finals title showdown against Caroline Wozniacki. Venus was able to muster her experience to find a way to stifle her upset-minded opponent in an engrossing encounter. The 37-year-old has enjoyed a brilliant campaign, reaching 2 Grand Slam finals in 2017.
Game and second set, Williams. 6 games to... Two sets to 1, 6-7, 6-2, 6-3.
Staying with tennis now, world number 2 Roger Federer produced a near-flawless performance as he beat David Goffin of Belgium 6-1, 6-2 to book his place as the Swiss indoors tournament. The Swiss maestro needed just 1 hour to dispatch his opponent, who could not even put up a fight. With this victory, the 36-year-old reached his 8th final of the season. That's a wrap on sports news. Gimba Umar is back in just a moment.
Somali capital Mogadishu has been rocked by 2 explosions in quick succession and has killed at least 14 persons. The first explosion was reportedly caused by a car bomb driven into a hotel, while the second blast took place shortly afterwards near the former Parliament House. A car was said to have driven up to the gates of the hotel Nasa Hablon 2, a busy hotel patronized by lawmakers, military personnel and civilians, before exploding, causing the blast. The city's ambulance service says that it had already ferried persons with varying degrees of injuries. Well, the Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for that. Mogadishu is still coming to terms with the bomb 2 weeks ago, which left at least 358 persons dead and 56 still missing. Sacked Catalan leader Carles Puigdemont has called for democratic opposition to direct rule from Madrid as he condemns the suspension of Catalonia's autonomy. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy has dissolved the Catalan parliament, stripped Catalonia of its autonomy and called for regional elections on December the 21st.
A night of celebration on the streets of Barcelona on Friday after Catalonia declared itself an independent nation as ecstatic supporters sang their goodbye tunes to Spain, waving flags and letting off fireworks. But all that appears to be history now as Madrid makes a swift response to the breakaway state, sacking Catalonia's president, Carles Puigdemont, and stripping the country of its autonomy.
Today, I have dissolved the Parliament of Catalonia and I've called for elections for December 21 in that region.
But Puigdemont has vowed to resist the takeover and has called for a peaceful democratic opposition to the central government's decision, accusing Madrid of premeditated aggression against the will of the Catalans.
Ahir vam viure un dia històric, un dia carregat de sentit democràtic.
Yesterday, the Spanish Council of Ministers agreed to seize all the government of Catalonia, the intervention of our self-government and the dissolution of the parliament. These are decisions contrary to the will expressed by the citizens of our country at the polls. We all know that it is only the parliament that elects or sees presidents and not any other.
About 1,000 pro-unity demonstrators gathered today at Madrid's Plaza Colón, bearing flags and voicing support for the central government. Several countries, including France, Germany, and the United States, have rejected Catalan's independence declaration, saying they support Rajoy's efforts to preserve Spain's unity. Emotions are running high, and the next few days will be tricky for Madrid as it embarks on enforcing direct rule in what is seen as the worst political crisis in Spain in decades.
More stories now. The U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis says that the threat of a nuclear attack from North Korea is increasing. Mr. Mattis, who spoke during a visit to South Korea for an annual defense talk in Seoul, insists that North Korea has accelerated the threat that it poses to its neighbors and the world, though it's illegal and unnecessary missile and nuclear weapons program. This comes at a time of heightened tensions in the region, with both sides running a series of military exercises. And the main news again. Men of the Nigerian army today repelled the suspected Boko Haram attack in Yobe State as Governor Kashim Shettima of Borno gave the assurance that the abducted University of Maiduguri lecturers will be freed soon. Also today, former leader of Catalonia vowed to resist takeover by Spanish government through democratic opposition. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you very much for being a part of it. I'm Gimba Umar on behalf of everyone here. Have a splendid night rest. Good night.